Greetings everyone, and welcome to another stream. So on the stream, I wish I could be gaming. I wish I could be gaming, but I need to do a bit of a tutorial on Caelestia-Shell installation. I'm gonna be doing it the other way around. Because if I remember, or so those of you who remember that saw my installation video of Celestia, there are some few people, I think it's two people who had a problem with it, whereby it will just crash when they want to go in, stuff like that. So I decided to go live and do a reinstallation, but on this aspect I'll be doing it in a different way. Because on the first video, what I was doing was I was doing it using a minimal desktop from Arch-Linux install without installing a desktop environment actually. So right now what I'm going to be doing here is installing a desktop environment, which in this case I'm going to select GNOME. Because for some reason, in my own understanding, I haven't made research about that, is that Hyperland somehow borrows some of its workings or features or stuff like that from GNOME. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. So let's get Arch installed here. I'm gonna need 8 GB RAM and 12 of my cores. Let me dedicate 4 to this virtual machine. 20 gig, let me just give it 30, and then go forward. Network is okay, and then I click on finish. Then the virtual machine will start. Okay, let me move this. Wait a minute. My mouse is swallowed by the virtual machine. Okay, there it is. It's out. My mouse is out. I'm gonna move this to the third workspace for a bigger screen. So right now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna be installing Arch Linux using the Arch install scripts. Okay, here on the Arch install language, you can select a language of your choice. Then localhost, you can select your localhost of where you are. I'm not changing anything because it's spot on to where I am. Then under mirrors and repositories, I'm going to select my region, which my origin in this case it's Southern Africa. There we go. And optional repositories, I'm going to go with multilib. In order to select here, you press space to the option that you want. You press space bar, it will select it, and then you press enter. Then you can go back, this configuration, partitioning, option 1, select this since I only have one disk here since it's a virtual machine. And then I can use, I like using ext4 for some reason. Then go back, swap it, leave it enabled, bootloader. Here on my case gonna be grub since I'm in a virtual machine. Then hostname Arch Linux, root password 12345. Just kidding. User account, let me add a user. Mamaja, then the password. There we go. Make sure that this user has super user privileges. Then click yes, confirm and exit. Profile type. On the previous video that I made, I used minimal, which right now my current setup is running that way. So but in this case we're gonna go for desktop, and I'm gonna select GNOME, then press enter. Then on the graphics drivers here, that's where you guys are gonna be different from me. Those of you who are using Intel, you can go for Intel open source. Nvidia, the latest GPUs from 20 series coming upwards, you can go for the open kernels. But for those like me using a GTX 1060, you gotta use proprietary. Then VirtualBox, I can't use this since I'm using KVM. I'm in Virtual Machine Manager. So for MD, you can go for that one. So I'm gonna go for all open source. Then the greeter is gonna be GNOME desktop, whatever it is, GNOME desktop manager. Then gonna go back. Audio, obviously it's gonna be pipewire kernels. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Network config, I'm gonna use network manager. I'm not gonna be using this open. I'm gonna be using this one. Then you go in, then time zone, I'm in South Africa, so it's gonna be Johannesburg. Then install, I think that's just about it. Then yes, and we're gonna let it do its thing. So I just hope Arch won't do its tendencies of sometimes, you know, cocking out during installation. Due to my mirror in Johannesburg, sometimes it just fails and then I have to recontinue and stuff like that. I hate it when it does that. I know nothing ever goes wrong. Nothing ever went wrong, but I just hate it when it does that. I don't like it. It sucks big time. So Arch, it's still installing on that side. It's gonna be a while. Once it's done, we're gonna get Caelestia-Shell installed, and then maybe do a bit of configuration, and then we'll be good to go. So the track that's playing on the background is this one here, called Drumline by Slick Q, which is actually me. I'm on the production side. Back in the days, I don't do production that much anymore. So this is one of the EP. It's in the last EP that I made. You know, so yeah. So how far are we? Still going? It's gonna be a little while, but it won't be that long. So if you hear someone screaming my name here, don't be surprised, because I'm live and I'm home. So I might get called, so don't be shocked. Or when you hear chickens busy doing their thing, you know, the cock busy making noise here, don't be surprised. I'm home. So welcome to those who just joined the stream. In order for you to be able to keep up, please go to the beginning of the stream. Go to the beginning of the stream so that you'll understand what's happening, because this is very, very crucial. It's not my usual streaming videos that I make when I'm gaming. This one, it's something else. Just trying to help some of my viewers who had a problem with Caelestia-Shell on my previous video. Just hoping this time around things will go accordingly in a very good manner. So for those of you who like KDE, or who already have KDE installed, it's not a problem. You can just follow on the next step whereby I'm going to be installing Caelestia-Shell. That's what you'll be following. On this installation part, you don't need to reinstall Arch Linux on your system. Nope, you don't need to do that. Just let's let Arch Linux install with the GNOME desktop environment, and you will follow along to what I'll be doing. The best part with this method is that if something goes wrong with Caelestia-Shell, you still have your desktop environment, either KDE or GNOME. Then you'll be good, or XFCE, LXQT, depending on whatever environment you're using, Cinnamon and the likes. So after installing Caelestia-Shell on Arch Linux, I'm going to be trying to do it in Fedora Linux, and see if I'll be able to get it to run that side. And if it does run well that side, that means with this method I hope most of you won't be suffering to get Caelestia-Shell installed, because I see that most people kind of like it, you know. So I had one of the viewers from the previous video telling me to try Niri window manager, which is a scrollable window manager, not a tiling one. It does do tile here and there, but it's mostly notoriously known for the scrolling aspects. But I tried it last night. I stopped the video on the virtual machine, because whenever I get it installed, it installs without a problem, and when I run Nero from the terminal, it opens up in some sort of a virtualized container. But when I have to go to the login screen and change the session from GNOME or from KDE to Niri, the display will stop working. I don't know why. Okay, here we just have to reboot the system and let it log in. So the display will just conk out, and that was just it. I don't know why. So maybe I'll get my other hard drive to try and install it on the bare metal and see if it will work. So right now I only have GNOME here, which is not a problem. Let's, oh, the numlock key, it's acting up. All right, there we go. We are in the systems. Take two. A tour for what? I ain't got time to do tours. Okay, console, I need to pin you to the dash. So everybody can follow here who have their desktop environment set up. You can just continue with me from this section. Right now what we're gonna do right here is, let's just do sudo pacman-s yu, just in case. I know we just installed, but hey, it's a habit. It's a habit. Let me maximize this so that you can be able to see. Okay, I think you can see from here. I don't need to have this. Let me clear. So what you're gonna be needing right now to do is sudo pacman-s linux headers. I need this. As you can see, it doesn't say reinstall or anything, so we're just gonna continue and do it. Okay, there we go. Clear it. So the next thing that you're gonna be needing to do is go to sudo pacman-s. You're gonna need get, you're gonna need wget, I'm gonna need gcc, then make, let's do cmake nano vim fish, and Kate is my favorite text editor. Then we're gonna need this, guys. Let's press enter. And then from here you select option 1. You can go for GStreamer if you wish to, but I prefer using FFmpeg. Then just press enter and let it do its thing. So it's doing what it needs to do. Okay, there it is. It's done. You can clear that. Now comes the part that I hate. Okay, we need to type this. We need to get the git files. So it's gonna be git clone https colons / github.com /Celestia dash dots / Celestia dot git space tilde key / dot local forward slash share forward slash Celestia. Then that's just about it. If something is wrong, the terminal will tell me. And press enter. Nothing went wrong, so it's cloning. The cloning is done. So we're gonna go back to that command. We go to this side, we remove this one just to show you the inside of it. So this is what we have. Everything is cool. So let's continue. So we remove that list at the beginning, and then you add a forward slash, you type install dot fish, and you press enter. Here you select option 2 to let the installation make a backup of your configuration directory. Please do that if you haven't. Then you press enter. Then password, then enter. So Caelestia-Shell is doing its thing, getting it installed into the system. We're gonna give it time until it finishes. It's not gonna take that long. Then here we have to enter our password, then we just agree. We just say yes to everything, no need to read. Remember, with the end user license agreement, we just say yes without even reading it, because let's be honest, who has time to read about 50 pages or 20 pages of small wordings? There's a problem here. On the Rust, select the default one, which is number 1. Just press enter. Let it do its thing here. Packages to clean build. Press I on your keyboard and then press enter. Here, press I again and then press enter. It's still cloning to the thing and doing what it needs to do. I can't pronounce the last part of your name. With the Caelestia-Shell and other hyperland setups, there seem to be various problems that people face. You know, I had an issue with XOS Linux, which is a Linux distribution using the Sleek's desktop management, which is just a hyperland highly modified, whereby I installed it the first time. When I need to reinstall it, it kept telling me that there's something wrong with my user being added to the wheel, it's refusing blah 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 and stuff like that. So I don't know what causes that. That's really bugging me out. So with Aumachi, something went wrong with it. I left. Then with ML4W, it was working, but I was not feeling it. So with Caelestia-Shell, things on my side are working well. Others are having problems. So let's hope this will fix it. So skipping verification of sources file PGP signatures, remove make dependencies, yes. Then here just go yes. So this means that now there are 2 ways that I'm installing Caelestia-Shell onto the system. The first one was not having a desktop environment, just selecting minimal and installing it via the terminal. Then on this one, there's a desktop environment involved, and I'm installing it whereby it's going to be having its own session on the login screen, where you can swap from KDE or GNOME to Hyperland. So I just hope this fixes issues for most of you guys. I just hope it does, because seems like most people are loving Caelestia-Shell for some reason. You know, so greetings again for those who just joined the stream. Please start from the beginning to understand what's going on. Then once you do, you'll be able to follow along. So this is just me just getting Caelestia-Shell installed and hopefully running well, not just on my system but on other people's system. There's just the hope Let me do this. Let me move this one to this side. Okay. Yeah, here my chickens are there, busy making noise out there. Busy making noise. That's the perks of being home. Working from home. You know, because after this I need to be working on the client's PC. Yeah, there's some installation that I need to do on it and some few configurations. So I mean, after the stream I'll be heading out to work on the system and make sure that everything is a-okay. Okay, bad doggy. I'm just gonna call your name as it is. There's a config. Is it a config? Yeah, under the happen configs, there's one that you'll need to access, whereby you'll be able to set up your I'm trying to read the gap and stuff. Okay, I thought you could use the override on config, but that doesn't seem to do much. Yeah. After installing this, I'll try and show you on how you can achieve that. I just don't remember which config file has it, but I'll browse it and show you how you can do it. Because on mine, if you notice my Celestia-Shell setup, I haven't really configured the gaps. I just left them default as they are. I'm just loving the spaces that they have, but you know, people's preferences are different, and that's true. So I'll be trying to get to that and see what is what. So I hope that will help. Building. Okay. Well, protocols compiled, log ones. Okay. Celestia-Shell. Okay. New finish installation and configs. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sometimes I delay to press enter because I need to read a little bit of a certain word to really understand what's going on, without me just going next. So yeah, this is my Magic Second Gaming doing a tutorial live for the first time. This is scary for me. If I do some cock-ups, don't laugh at me, guys. Don't laugh at me. So, but this is part of learning. The best part is I can be able to interact with you guys simultaneously or instantaneously via the chat. That's the best part. And I just hope my voice is very, very much audible and the music is not overpowering it. I just hope so. Okay, and the video waiting. Then on the next one, I think I'll need to do another one, either a video uploaded or a stream whereby I'll be installing ml4w files. It's a cool Hyperland setup, which I used for like a week. I used it for a week. Then came to Caelestia-Shell. I think it's something that I'll need to try and do. I'll see if I'll be able to do it live. That's if my network is not acting up, because sometimes when I'm staying, the network has a tendency of just acting up. Like even now, I'm just hoping that the network stays stays good and don't give me issues. Okay, let's give it time to build what it needs to build, and then we'll be in the system. Okay, with the virtual machine manager, if I recall, I'll be able to drag and drop, because with VirtualBox, drag and drop seem to have a bit of an issue from what I've realized. So that's why I removed VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox. I took it out. There were some serious issues, and then with the virtual machine manager, there's some few things that you'll need to configure and do before it can be able to run correctly. And I have a video about that on my channel. I'll put the calendar inside. Okay, I need to go to this side and to not disturb that. Let me do this and try to find that video. It's there. Okay, videos. Okay, let me maximize this. There's a video I'm talking about how to configure it when it gives you issues. Okay, there it is here. On this one over here, I was using Garuda Linux for this, so if you can go and check this video, it will help you to get what do you call virtual machine manager working correctly. This video over here. Okay, installation is proceeding. What is this here? Okay, one of the comments. Okay. The amount of times I pressed enter on my keyboard, if it was monetary value, I could be rich right now. Okay, here, just press enter, and then it's done. We are done. We are done. So let me do this. So nothing to do. Since we are done, as you can see, it popped up a mic over here and the network icon changed. Okay, now what I need to do is for me to log out. Do I need to log out first? No, I need to install something. Let me see. Wait, there's not much I should be installing either way, because what I'll be having to install will be Flatpak. I'll need Flatpak. Let me just do Gwen View for viewing pictures, and then what else? Let me just leave it like this. Okay, Flatpak is installed. Oh, I'm using a desktop environment already, so it should be installed. Then it's installing some fonts. I'm gonna select option 1. And then there she goes. There she goes. It's about to be complete. Then it's done. Then I can exit the terminal and then log out. I'm gonna log out. and then change to hyperland, then do the password, and there we go. Celestia-Shell is live. Celestia-Shell is live in the virtual machine, no issues whatsoever. So here we are. Okay, so it seems like most of the stuff from GNOME are here. That's good. You don't need to install much. So mean that on this side we'll be using the Nautilus file manager. Yeah, Bedog is a pleasure. So let's continue with the thing. Okay, what do I need to do now? Right now what I need is the terminal, and I need to make a directory called pictures. Okay, I don't need to do that since everything is here. I keep forgetting. I'm used to do it with the minimal desktop thingy. Okay, let's exit here and go to, because GNOME uses Nautilus, right? But it's gonna be called files. Okay, there we go. Okay, the pictures there, no. Okay, let me go to home, Control H to display hidden things. Let me search here. Let me search for .jpegs. Okay, nothing. PNG. Okay, there's just a lot of small files up in here. Lot of small files. Just icons. Okay. Let me just copy one here. Let's copy one and go to pictures and paste it in here. This is just a demonstration. Set it now. We select that. It's not allowed to select it. But that's how you'll be able to set up if you have your pictures, your high quality wallpapers this side. Okay, let me try this. Let me go to my thingy. I got wallpapers up in here. Let me just copy all of them, then drag and drop. I thought it would work. It's not working. Nope. It's refusing to work. Well, no biggie. But this is how you're gonna be able to do it. Just copy you just go to pictures and copy your pictures in here, and then you select whatever you need and you press select. It will apply the wallpaper. So one other thing here is files. So let's go to config, go to hyper, and the way this thing is set up, I don't like it. We need to go to preferences and then sort folders before files. This is how I like it. Then hyperland. Then let me fix this first. Open this text editor. Nope. Not that thing. Need Kate. You need to open it, Kate. Okay, dog. Let me move this here. Okay, I need to fix the file since I'm using Nautilus here. I'm not using sooner. I'm using Nautilus. I don't know. Just say files and then see what happens, which is super E. Get saved. Okay, files not found. Let's do Nautilus save. There we go. That's what I needed. That is good. And then what else can I change here? Okay, for browser, Zen browser, no, I think Firefox is the one that is installed. Get Firefox, which is W. Not, I don't need to use W for that. For the browser I need to use B. Okay, B. Okay, Firefox, it's not found. Well, it will work once I get it installed. It's not a biggie. And then those are just the basics. Here I'm done. Okay, now it opens. Well, I forgot to change something. Let's go back. Why did I forget to change? The hyper, where is it? Executables. No, not that. There's something that I forgot here. Hyper idle. Open. So with the hyper idle, what I do here is, cause it, what I do, I just do 1 million. That's how crazy I am. I just do 1 million for each and every option here, so that the system doesn't really conk out when I'm away. That's what I do. Save, and then that's it. There's one thing that I need to do here. Decorations. Okay, everything is okay that side. Okay, with the gaps and stuff, let's see. Gaps in, with the gaps out. With the gaps out, let's do 10. Okay, there's a change that happened. They went a bit in. So bedboard, this is where you're gonna do it with the overrides. Let's do, since it was 40, let's do 60. 60. Let me get this to full screen. I'm seeing some changes happening. Border size. Let's see what happens here. Let's go for 2. It reduced it a bit. Let's go for 10 and see. I think because I'm running it in a virtual machine without proper resolution and stuff, that's what causing issues here. It's supposed to go way out, but it goes back out and in. So let me leave it at 10. You can play around with this and see how it gives on your side, and I think this will get it done. So ladies and gents, that was how you can get Caelestia-Shell installed on your system and get it to run on a certain format. So Dimas Nanda, freedom come with elegance. That's true. So the distro that I'm using here is Arch Linux. Let me show you this. I'm using Arch Linux, as you can see here. It's Arch Linux with the Caelestia-Shell on top. That's what I'm using. So on the virtual machine, I was installing Caelestia-Shell using another method, because the first method, some folks had a bit of a problem running it. Others it crashed upon logging in and stuff like that. So that's just about how you can get things going. So I accidentally, where is it? Here's my thingy. Nearly thought I got it closed off. Okay, you can quit this. So this is it. Everything is working well with the wallpapers. I don't have pictures here to get that thing working. So I even forgot his name. It's gonna sue me, I think. Dimas Nanda. Even in this virtual machine here, it's a virtual machine, this one. I'm still using Arch Linux on this one also. That's what I'm working on. So the best part with this method is you are able to go to a desktop environment that you installed initially, either KDE, Cinnamon, GNOME, and then if you want to take a break from Hyperland, just go to GNOME, go back to the default one, and then here, no issues whatsoever. Everything will just work. As you can see, then from here you can just go out and then log out, and then go back to Caelestia-Shell, the Hyperland. It's updated, blah blah blah. So I guess my task here is done. So the live will be ending. No, it won't be ending. Should I try using Fedora to try and install the thing? Because I promised, in fact I just said that I will try and install it on Fedora also. Let's try it on Fedora and see what Fedora will do. So in this case, that means with Arch Linux I got it installed, everything is set up, it's running away. Some of the things you need to refer to my previous video for some assistance in regards to other things. So with this one I need to shut it down with Arch Linux. This one is completed. Then that means here what I'm gonna need to do is to start the Fedora virtual machine. Okay, there's Fedora. Let me move it to workspace number 3 to work well. Let's log in. There we are in Fedora. So everything is here. So with Fedora, if you need to do a kernel thing, is you just need to do sudo dnf install kernel headers, if I remember correctly. It's supposed to be this, because in Arch you say Linux headers, but here say kernel headers. Then it will get things done for you like this. Getting the headers thingy done. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me enlarge this a bit. So it's gonna need get flown https colons double GitHub. Let me confirm that that thing, just to be sure of what I'll be doing here. Don't need to concatenate things. Okay, where is it? Seems like I lost it. It's lost. Okay, give me a few seconds. Okay, there it is. GitHub.com /Celestia dash dots /Celestia dot get space tilde key / dot local /share /Celestia. Okay, it was able to clone. Okay, that's good. Let's see if this works. Okay, it does. So by the way, now I'm doing it in Fedora. If you wanna see the Arch one, if you just joined the stream, welcome. If you wanna see the Arch installation, just go to the beginning of the video. Now I'm in Fedora. Okay, I don't have fish here. This means I need to install fish. Sudo dnf did not finish. dnf fish. Okay, yes. Let's get the fish installed. Okay, then let's continue installing that. It does. Make the backup of the configs. Then yes. Override. Yes. Yeah, seems like there's a few things that I'll need to set up first in Fedora to get Caelestia-Shell running. Or maybe it doesn't support many distros, I guess. Maybe it doesn't support many distributions. But in Arch Linux it works without an issue. With Fedora, I just got stuck here. So that's just it for this stream. I hope that helps. That helps you out there to get things running well. So it's time for me to head on out. Guys, I'll catch you on the next stream. So for Mamaja Tech and Gaming,